If you've got a furry friend at home, you already know the deal. You get all the incredible joy, and you also get the endless battle against their hair. It just gets everywhere. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be a battle? In this guide, we are going to break down the complete strategy to take back control of your home.
Does this look a little too familiar? Finding pet hair all over your favorite black sweater right as you're about to leave the house, it weaves itself into your sofa cushions and creates these little fur tumbleweeds in every single corner. I know, it can feel like a fight you're just never gonna win, but I promise you, there is a better way.
So, how do we actually tackle this hairy situation? Well, the most effective strategy really comes down to two simple things. First up is prevention. We're gonna stop the hair at the source. And then second is smart cleaning. Mastering the best ways to get rid of the hair that, inevitably gets loose. Let's break down how this combo works.
Okay, let's kick things off with the most important step, prevention. The goal here is super simple. Let's reduce the amount of loose fur before it even has a chance to cover your entire home. Seriously, by tackling shedding right at the source, your pet, you're gonna save yourself so much cleaning time later on. Look, if you only do one thing from this whole guide, please make it this: regular grooming. It is without a doubt the single most effective thing you can do to remove loose fur directly from your pet. And it's not just about a cleaner house. It also helps spread their natural oils, which means a healthier, shinier coat and even less dander. Now you gotta know that not all brushes are created equal, and this slide shows you exactly why. A regular brush, that's great for day-to-day stuff. Think of it like a light dusting. But a de-shedding brush? Oh, that's your secret weapon. It's specially designed to get deep down into the undercoat and pull out all that dense, loose fur that makes the biggest messes, especially during shedding season.
But prevention isn't just about what you do on the outside. A truly healthy coat actually starts from within, and that brings us to their diet, and one superstar nutrient in particular, omega-3 fatty acids.
And just look at the benefits here. They're fantastic. Omega-3s lead to healthier skin, right? Well, healthier skin means the hair follicles are stronger, and stronger follicles mean less shedding. It's that simple. Oh, and for all you cat owners out there, less loose fur also means fewer hairballs, so it's a total win-win for your pet's health and for how clean your house is. Okay, I know what you're probably thinking. A bath for my cat? And look, while it's true most of them aren't big fans of water, an occasional de-shedding bath can do wonders. The absolute key is to be calm and prepared. And always, always use a shampoo made specifically for cats. The stuff we use can really irritate their skin. This one step can literally wash away a huge amount of loose fur all at once.
All right, so our prevention plan is in place, but let's be realistic. No matter how much we brush, some hair is going to escape. And that brings us to part 2, cleaning. Now let's talk about the most effective and sometimes surprising tools and tricks to handle the fur on your floors and furniture. You have to try this. It's a simple but incredible hack. Just grab a pair of those rubber cleaning gloves, get them a little damp, and then just wipe your hands over your furniture. The friction and static it creates acts like a magnet for pet hair, pulling it all together into these little clumps you can just pick right up. It works shockingly well. You know that window squeegee you have under your sink? Well, it turns out it's a secret weapon against pet hair. That little rubber blade is amazing for grabbing and pulling that embedded fur out of carpets and upholstery. Just scrape it along the surface and I swear, you will be stunned at the pile of hair it collects. Okay, so think of this one as the super-sized version of that squeegee trick. A rubber broom is unbelievably effective on both carpets and hard floors. See, regular brooms just kind of push the hair around, but these rubber bristles actually grab onto the fur, making cleanup for bigger areas way, way faster.
And of course, there's the vacuum. But here's a little trick to supercharge it. Before you start, just lightly sprinkle some baking soda over your carpet. This simple trick does two things at once. It helps loosen up those stubborn hairs from the carpet fibers, and it also naturally deodorizes everything. It's a great 2-for-1. Okay, we've covered the house, but what about the most personal battleground of all, our clothes? Let's dive into some quick and effective ways to get that stubborn fur off your favorite outfit. For that last-minute cleanup when you're literally walking out the door, you just can't beat the classics. A good lint roller, or honestly, even just some strong tape wrapped around your hand, is absolutely perfect for a quick, targeted takedown of any stray hairs. Now for a much deeper clean, this 3-step laundry process is a total game changer. First, before you even wash your clothes, wipe them down with a damp sponge to get the surface hair off. Then, in the wash, add a little fabric softener to help reduce that static clang. And finally, toss some wool dryer balls in the dryer. They help knock loose any leftover hair and trap it in the lint filter.
We've covered prevention and we've covered cleaning, but let's wrap this all up with a few extra pro tips that will help you maintain a consistently cleaner, less hairy home.
You have to remember that pet hair doesn't just land on surfaces. A lot of it actually floats in the air. And this is where an air purifier becomes such a game changer. It literally captures that floating fur and dander before it has a chance to land, which improves not just the cleanliness of your home, but the air quality too.
And the real key to a great air purifier is the technology inside it. You want to look for one with a HEPA filter. As you can see here, these are incredibly fine filters designed to trap microscopic particles, including those tiny flakes of dander that can trigger allergies. This is a huge, huge benefit for anyone in your house with sensitivities.
And finally, never ever underestimate the power of a few simple habits. Covering the spot on the sofa where your pet always naps, giving them their own special blanket, and washing their bedding regularly, these are all super easy ways to contain the hair to specific, manageable spots.
So as this slide puts it perfectly, there's really no single magic bullet here. The real solution is all about balance, being proactive with grooming and diet to reduce the shedding, and then being smart with your tools to clean up what's left. More than anything, it's about being consistent. At the end of the day, this is all about creating a home where you can just enjoy your pet, not their fur. By putting these strategies into practice, you can spend way less time cleaning up after your companion and way more time just enjoying their company.